Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey, and today is Wednesday, February 12, 2020, and the time is 9:18 a.m. as I do this. I forgot to, I thought I had put it up, but no, I didn't. I had a vision a couple days ago, and it was before the vision that I had with the cobblestones. I could have sworn I did it. But either way, I'm going to at least do this audio now. Well, again, typical of my visions, I had awakened from sleep, and I keep my eyes closed and just relax my body. So my mind is very awake. And I keep my eyes closed, as I said, and what usually follows shortly after my awakening from a dream and being aware of my current environment, I start to see images. Sometimes they come in as they look like clouds or like an energy cloud. It's, sometimes it's like roundish in shape, sometimes that the clouds come towards me, or sometimes they look like they're moving away from me. But recently it seems like that these clouds, they're just there. It's large, and then it intensifies in a color, like something starts to gets more fine-grained. Because that I see now where these clouds or energy blobs, whatever, is where the vision will take place in. So it got clear, and then I saw something. It was an outdoor scene. Again, like many of my visions, something about me always looking downward, looking at the ground. At least the vision, what's being showed to me is the ground. And it was like a construction site, a construction scene. Was it raining? I'm trying to remember now. I'm not sure whether it was raining or had been raining, but the soil was very sandy. It was a dark color, dark sand, but it had like a lot of sand component to it, and it was mealy in texture. And there was a tractor of some type, and the tractor, I only saw the wheels. It was one of those giant-sized wheels. The wheel could have come up to like the top part of my thigh, and it was wide. It was maybe maybe 9 inches wide. It was wide. It seemed wider than a typical tire from a regular car. And it had like grooves in it. And the grooves were like, they ran on an angle, like these thin lines, I guess for traction, thin lined, like the grooves came out, up. So it wasn't like, like something inward, it's something that came outward for traction. And they ran like, not exactly 45, maybe, trying to see now, maybe a 45-degree angle. And the lines didn't intersect. They were staggered, like one line and then the other line, but they at an angle to each other. But they don't touch each other. And I remember seeing a person. My impression was it was a man. And again, still looking downward, like the tractor, whatever what it was moving back and forth, and you can see the tracks on the soil, the loose, dark soil. But right in front of me, maybe a foot and a half away from me, a man. And I remember he was barefooted, and he had dirt. I couldn't tell what his race was, because you don't really see, because the dirt and everything is all over the place. But I remember seeing his feet, and his feet looked really weird. I never saw toes like these. They were knobby looking. It was tapered at the base of each toe, really tapered, and it kind of flared out, knobby looking. And he's using his bare feet because there was a big stone on the ground, and he's wiping it with his feet so he can see clearer that there's some type of boulder, and the boulder was kind of flat, but it was like embedded in the soil, this work site. It was a very dark color stone. And then the view changed, and it scooted over. The view, still looking downward, maybe 2 yards to the left of us, my left, I should say. There was a hole in the ground, and it was like like the soil, the top soil was really thin, but in this hole, the hole could have been maybe a foot in diameter. And when you look down into the hole, you see that there's like some type of large cavity. There's something in there. And then I saw all the way down at the ground. So now it's like I'm at the level below me, and in this cavity of some sort, and there were these different piles of something. I couldn't really understand what I was looking at. I think one of the piles had this like some type of plastic film, like a thin sheet of off-white old plastic, like garbage, and each pile was, I think, again, like 12-inch in diameter, and it stood maybe 4 inches above the ground, like little piles of something. And there were several piles that ran in alignment to one another, and each pile was about the same diameter and the height, but I think they had like little faces or something. There's something about them. And I think one of the piles had an image of a face and had straw in its mouth, like a strand of straw. If I got that right, it was weird, very, very weird. And then I was like pulled out, somehow I'm not there anymore. And then I went back, I think, on top, looking at the construction and just noticing the ground. But my impression of this, it reminded me, I guess because I'm looking at the guy's feet, I don't know, my impression was someplace in South Asia, or maybe Southeast Asia. Yeah, because I think the person, even though it was mud everywhere, but I think these were people of color. And it was a small frame person. But my gut says it was a tropical place, a warm climate, and the bare feet. That's I think in part why, because no one in the United States would go barefooted at a construction site. And the shape of his feet, he was a small person, small frame, and those toes don't look like toes from here. Yeah. So this is really interesting, and what all this means, I don't know. I've never been to Asia, or I don't go to construction sites. I mean, where I live, there are tons of construction sites, and you better have on steel-toe shoes and everything. But it was just an impression that I got. There was no audio, just visual, and it seemed like I'm there. The clarity was very dimensional. It's just like you could touch it. But I'm physically where I am in my bedroom, but I'm looking at this thing, and it's as if that I'm there. So let me know, you guys and gals, what you think about this vision, what it could mean, why is this happening, and is this past life? Is this able to project my consciousness in another location that's actually going on now? I have no idea, and I don't really know anyone else who experienced things like this. But if you know of anyone who's experienced things like this, let me know. You could write that in the comment section below. Share this video with friends, family members, people who you think might be interested in this. And you could give me the thumbs up. And those of you who like this content and you want to support my channel, I invite you to PayPal me. And to do that, you just go to my channel, Spirit Journey, and on the banner towards the right, you see my PayPal me link. Just click on it and follow the prompts. Any amount would be greatly appreciated, and I thank you in advance for your time and your gift. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.